I don't know what happened, but here I am. Okay, 8.6 times 3.7. That makes 31.82. Okay, so that was our first step. Multiply the decimals in your calculator, just like normal. So you did. Okay, that's your first step. Bam! Okay, your second step is to change that 31.82 into scientific notation. So we need the scientific notation for that 3182. Well, let's see. First, we have to get a number in between 0 and 10. So let's take my decimal. And right now, I have 31. I need that decimal to squish up and move in between that 3 and 1. So we get 3.182. And that's how scientific has to look. You always have to have a number, one number before the decimal, and then you can have a bunch of stuff after it. Okay, I don't know why it keeps zooming in and out. Okay, but anyway, this is 3.182 times 10. We moved once. And let's see, if I started out with something bigger than 0, with commas or some sort, we use positive exponents. If I started out with a decimal with a bunch of zeros first, I use a negative exponent. So we use a negative exponent if you started out with a bunch of zeros in your decimal first. Did we start out with a bunch of zeros right here in this decimal? Nah, there ain't no zeros. So 3182 is like this 32 million. It started as a number bigger than 0, so we're going to have a positive exponent to describe our move. So we moved once. And we moved once left. And if you don't understand that hoopla I said earlier, you can just remember that if you move left, you use a positive exponent. Move left, use a positive exponent. If you move right, use a negative exponent. Yeah, okay, you can see it. Okay, so we have positive 1. Okay. The third step is to deal with the exponents. So far, we have taken care of the 8.6 times 3.7. We already did that. Okay. We had to clean it up to get scientific notation so that we had one number, dot, everything else. Now our third step is to add the exponents for the 10 stuff. So I have a 10 to the 14, and we have to multiply it with, here's a 10 to the 3, and then we have to multiply it with this 10 to the 1. Yeah. So we add all those exponents, and you get 14 plus 3 is 17. 14 plus 3 is 17, plus 1 is 18, so 10 to the 18. Your very last thing is to put it all together. We have that 3.182 times, not 10 to the 1 anymore, now it's 10 to the 18. Let's do another one. So again, we're going to multiply, let's say 9.32 times 10 to the negative 8, parentheses 5.6 times 10 to the 12. Okay, first, you're going to multiply the decimals in your calculator. Okay, 9.32 times 5.6 equals 52.192. Okay, good. So we just took care of these decimals. We multiplied them. Huzzah! The second step is to fix the 52.192 using scientific notation. Okay, when I say fix, I mean I want 5.2192. So right now, before the decimal, I have a number that says 52. But I need the decimal to move so that I have a number in between 0 and 10. So let's see, how many times did I have to move that decimal? It was originally before the 2, in between the 2 and the 1, and I had to move it once. So you moved once, left, and anytime you move once, left, the exponent is 1, so we have times 10 to the 1, and left means positive. And we wrote that down here. Left means positive. Okay, and then the third step is to add the exponents of your 10 guys. So we have a 10 to the negative 8 at the very beginning. Then we had a 10 to the 12 times. We just got this 10 to the 1. And in math, when you multiply the same big fat bases, 10, 10, 10, you add the exponents. So let's see. Negative 8 plus 2, negative 6, plus 1 is negative 5. Okay, the very last step is to put it all together. So I definitely have the times 10 to the negative 5. And then don't forget, we need our scientific notation to be one number dot everything else. So we have 5.2192. Yeah. Okay, hopefully this and the other video got you good. If not, you can come by and see me, or we can email back and forth again. Okay, bye. Have a good day.